how do culture, beliefs, some stereotypes, how does it affect how the communities behave with animals?
It's such a mixed bag, right? So on the one hand, you have people who love animals, and there are others who are really petrified. I won't say hate, because this divide between hate and love is really getting us nowhere.
Yeah.
But I think beliefs do play a huge role.
How do they play a...
For example, slaughter.
Yeah.
The way slaughter happens, right? The belief that only certain communities slaughter, which is wrong.
Yeah.
We've had goats that have been rescued from a temple as far as Chandigarh and brought to Delhi.
Right.
Right? The way slaughter is done. There are rules which have to be followed. So I just feel that, yes, there are certain things we can't change, much as we'd like to, but we must follow those rules.
Okay.
For example, when you slaughter, you're only allowed to slaughter in slaughterhouses.
Okay.
You can't slaughter in your gully and in your house, and that's just not done.
Right.
So it has to follow a certain rule. Also, there are rules which says that you should not slaughter an animal in front of another one. Clearly, that is not followed.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because the fear that is created. In our country, we don't follow any rules around stunning. Like in the West, what they do is they stun the animal first and then kill it. It doesn't happen like that. So the way we transport, the way we slaughter, the way we raise animals, all of this is what is impacting the life of that animal. So in the ideal world, someone like me would like to not see slaughter happen at all. But clearly, I don't expect that to happen.
Right.
So for me, the next best thing would be that whatever we follow so that we do not create more anxiety for the animal.
Okay. So how do you, what would you say that, okay, you understand that slaughter can happen, part of it, but how humane can you be when...
We have to. How humane can we be? For example, the ways in which we transport the animals. If you see how goats and cows and buffaloes now, not cows so much, but the way goats and buffaloes get transported, it's scary. You would just break down. You would collapse if you saw the way it's done. Sometimes when I think about it, I lose sleep. So therefore, I think we really need to ensure that the rules are in place.
So what are the rules?
So the rules are that there are only a certain number of animals that can be transported in a truck of a certain size.
Okay.
So even, for example, when you transport animals like camels, there is a certain space that has to be allotted to them. The way elephants are transported, it's awful. The problem is that the rules are there, and like most things in our country, implementation is the issue. When you live in a highly corrupt society, we get away with a lot.
Right.
And that's exactly what's happening. And animals obviously are at the bottom end of the totem pole, right? They don't count.
So, what you want to say is, जहाँ animals की बारी आती है, you said bottom end of the pole. तो perception जो है community में, society में, वो ये है कि वो bottom end of the...
बिल्कुल, कि we are not thinking, हम ये नहीं सोच रहे कि उनकी feelings हैं, fear है, दर्द है, गुस्सा आता है. All these feelings we are not attributing to animals, right? But animals have all of that. And the 5 freedoms that animals should have, like the freedom to have a safe life, freedom to live a life without fear, freedom to ensure that they get food and water. So there are many things, there are these 5 freedoms that are listed for animals. But clearly वो होता नहीं है. क्योंकि हम लोग क्या सोचते हैं कि जानवर है, we treat it like a janwar. And by the way, Gandhiji had said something very interesting.
Which way?
He said, the way we treat our animals
shows what kind of society
reflects how we are as a society.
Right.
And if you think about it, I also work a lot with women and children.
Right.
So मैं अक्सर सोचती हूँ कि जिस तरीके से हम अपनी औरतें और बच्चों को ट्रीट करते हैं ना, वैसे ही हम अपने जानवरों को ट्रीट करते हैं. मुझे नहीं लगता कि कोई फ़र्क है. Whether it is the violence, whether it is the rape, whether it is all of that happens. And we will talk about laws, because this to me is something I am so upset about right now.